Hey, how's it going? Welcome to another Steam Deck update video. We last left off on October 15th. There's been a couple updates since then. Nothing too significant, but let's go ahead and get started. So October 17th, basically, if you run Linux, they made it easier for you to run it on specific native games. Of course, it depends on which game it is. You can always check the game's website to see how good it will run on Linux. If you don't run Linux, then this doesn't really matter to you. They also added the ability to invert X and Y to most mouse regions, and that's pretty much it. Let's go to October 21st. So they fixed an issue where if you connect a headphone, specifically 3.5 mm, sometimes you would hear too much background noise. But I believe that if they fixed this issue specifically, so now you should be able to not hear as much background noise. And then they also fixed an issue where sometimes your game would just crash after playing for a long session. So hopefully you're not seeing that any longer, or you've noticed that it doesn't appear maybe as often since October 21st. So let's go to October 25th. Um, so they added support for your microphone, specifically the gain control. You should be able to therefore be able to capture your voice better, especially in a recording. So they also fixed the keyboard input, sometimes not being able to close or even reopen. If you're actually opening the Steam overlay, you should be able to see that issue also fixed since the October 25th update. We go over to October 28th. You're now able to reduce the clip export share time when exporting in native resolution, codec, and frame rate. So that's really good. You no longer have to wait as long. And then they also added the ability to start and stop the recording of a clip via manual recording shortcut key. So that's also pretty good. Whenever you get a shortcut, it makes things just easier. Okay, so they updated the navigation of game recording while in big picture since October 29th, and they also extended the recent Steam Play fixes to third-party compatibility tools. Yeah, as you can see, there hasn't been significant updates. Let's see what we have for October 30th. So they fixed an issue where the updater could repeatedly revert you to the previous OS version, which would actually suck, right? You already updated, and now suddenly you're losing your current update and going and reverting on back. They also fixed an issue with taking multiple screenshots if game recording is on. So I saw specific situations where if your game recording, it would just kind of screenshot and then freeze your game. Hopefully, nobody um, or not a large population of you actually had this issue. But yeah, anyways, it has been updated. And then finally, our October 31st update. The screen keyboard issue where it wouldn't pop up immediately has now been fixed. And then they also added a confirmation dialog to delete recordings. I believe before it was just deleted if you select the delete, but now you actually get a message box, which may be good for those of you who accidentally delete your recording somehow. But for those of you that just want to simply delete, this might become annoying for you, since you are probably pressing delete for a reason, right? And then they also made it easier to organize your game recordings, make it look a lot more clear, including updating labels and titles. So that's pretty good. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. You can always go through the updates themselves. I'll be linking the this specific page so you can check it out yourself. And then funny enough, they also have discussion threads that go on in Steam, and then also in Reddit if you want to talk about this a little bit deeper. Okay, so let's go on to our next portion of our video. We're gonna go ahead and jump into the Steam store and see what's possibly on sale. Okay, so we are on the Steam Deck store. To make things easier, you can always just look on your left, scroll down to the Steam Deck to see what specific games they might recommend for the Steam Deck. And then if not, you can always just check what's kind of trending right now. I'm not sure if you saw, but there's quite a few games here that are always not these specific games on sale, but these that are featured are, I believe, always typically on sale as well. Actually, scratch that, not all the time. Yeah, I haven't seen many new games that I recommend. Of course, they do have the typical games that you see in Dead by Daylight, the new Dragon Ball, which I also recommend, and it has been noted that it plays pretty well. Let's go ahead and just jump onto our Steam Deck section here and see what games they recommend. So, The Witcher, Sonic, Skyrim, Monster Hunter, see, No Man's Sky, Elden Ring. As you can tell, I have some of these games myself. Cyberpunk, it's on my wish list. I had it physically. I think I lost it or gave it to somebody and didn't get it back. So I have it on the wish list. I never got to finish it. I believe it's on sale right now, actually, but I'm gonna just keep waiting on it. Many games to play, including Diablo 4. I haven't beaten it yet. Baldur's Gate's another game that I do want to play and beat. I can't believe it's been a year already. Wow. Okay. Anyways, Howard's Legacy. I also have it. Haven't even started playing it. There's just so many games going on right now. So many things in general. Fallout 4, Persona 5. And then if you happen to not own a Steam Deck yet, why not make the jump? I don't think I've seen anybody buy the Steam Deck and regret it. I hope they haven't. And then also the Steam Deck dock. I strongly recommend it too if you are gonna get it. I tried an Amazon one that was highly recommended, but it didn't work well, or you had to tweak it quite a bit. So you know what? I just bought the actual one, and then bam! As soon as I got it, ready to play. Okay, so that's pretty much a Steam Deck. Actually, I did want to show you my wish list. So some of these games are games that I've played before, want to get or expecting. For example, Borderlands 4, um, Marvel Rivals seems like it might be good. Dying Light. I'm actually playing Dying Light 2 right now. It works really well on the Steam Deck. When you do play it docked, the settings do automatically change so that it plays better on my big screen. And it still works pretty well. I really enjoy it. Doom: The Dark Ages. Of course, I'm a big Doom fan. This looks pretty cool. And I actually just bought the game. Let me see. Let's go to the store. What was it called? Oh, so I just bought the game Left 4 Dead, a long time ago classic, really good. It's actually $1 compared to $10. Even at $10, I feel like it's worth it. But right now it's $1 per game, $2 for both. I really do recommend that you get this game, especially if you play with friends. It's just so much fun. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump on to our next store. We have the Humble Bundle store. Humble Bundle store. Again, there's always sales going on here. The new Mario Party. What I do recommend, as always, when you go through all of these websites, it's to find your best deal, right? So if you see this here on sale, 25% off, check the Steam store, try to get the most bang for your buck, right? And then what you can do here is, let's say, I don't think this came out yet, Monster Hunter Wilds, but let's press on it. No, it hasn't come out. It doesn't appear like it has. I think it's a pre-order, actually. Yeah, pre-order bonus. All right, let's choose a more older game. Hmm. Okay, Remnant 2. That's a game that I bought. I haven't played it, but I heard lots of good things about it. Eventually, I'll get to it. So let's say you like this game. I believe there was a way, and I know I always say this on every video, to tell whether or not it's good for the Steam Deck. But what you can do is find this game on the Steam store. So let's just say Remnant 2. Let's say you do find a game you like and you're trying to find out which one is good for you. At least here on the Steam Deck store, it makes it really easy to tell whether or not it works or not in your Steam Deck. So this one says that it's unsupported, meaning that other people have tried probably to play it. Or maybe even the game developers themselves say, hey, no, it's not compatible. But if it's yellow, it typically means that you can change some settings so that you can play it. If it's green, then that means that you're good to go. But yeah, try to do that before you buy a game, especially if you want to play it on the Steam Deck. Um, I have it. I should probably check if it does work or not, maybe in the future. But that's just something that I do recommend. Just like the Steam Deck store, they have a lot of sales. Sometimes the sales here are way better than over there. And they also have bundles, which is in the name itself of the website. So what I would recommend is, maybe check the bundles out. Horror collection, maybe because of Halloween, but let's see. Okay, so Little Nightmares, deck verified. There you go, deck playable. So that means that you can probably, and you should probably be able to play on your Steam Deck. Um, so for those of you that are new to the video, what this bundle basically is that if you pay a certain amount of money, obviously, you're able to get games that are a part of this bundle. So if you pay at least $20, you get all of these games, which may or may not be worth more than $20, right? Oftentimes, from what I've seen, you get way more um, bang for your buck when you buy these bundles, especially if you are interested in the games. I believe I did one for Resident Evil, and the bundle was worth like $300, and I got it for like $30. It was like 8 games. Of course, the less you select, the less you pay, the less games you get, and that's basically the whole gist of this. A new website that I looked into, maybe not relatively new of a website, but I heard that this website called Fanatical is also pretty good. They also have a lot of good games. And now you can also use it as well to see whether or not it is worth your time to buy a game from here. So I think Monster Hunter Wilds wasn't on sale on the Humble Bundle store. Maybe it was. Let's see. Humble Bundle store. Okay, so 109 Premium Deluxe. And then if you look here, 90.19 for the Premium Deluxe. So they're both pre-orders, but here at least you get a discount off the bat. So again, consider that now you have three areas to look into, right? Um, Something that I also want to point out is that if you never use these websites, you might be feeling like it's a little bit sketchy. It's pretty simple. So you buy your game, you get a code, you go to your Steam store, and then you redeem the code. It's basically that simple. I already bought from the Humble Bundle store probably like 20 games, and it's instant. You just put your code in, you redeem it, and now it's yours to own. Um, I've done my research. I wouldn't just, purchase a game if I didn't know anything about the website, especially with these type of codes. But yeah, I really recommend it. I've kind of switched over from physical games to digital, just because digital you can carry them everywhere. I know that right now a lot of people are scared that you can lose your ability to play a game at a certain point, right? If let's say the developer cancels something. But for me, it's like, you know what? I'm gonna play the game. I'm gonna get my money's worth, and then if I can keep it, nothing happens, and great. Even with physical games, like I mentioned before, you let somebody borrow it, you might never get it back. You might buy it and then want to sell it back, but you typically don't get what you paid for. Honestly, I'd rather just keep it that way. But yeah, that's pretty much it. They also have bundles, so you click here. Um, if you buy five or more games, you get them at $11 each. I think this is telling me how much the games are worth. So $75. I think that's US right there. Again, I'm new to this website. I haven't bought a game from here yet, so that's my disclaimer there. But yeah, you can select how many games you want to play or buy, and then you get that kind of discount per item. Um, they also have another one here. I think it's the Ultimate Mystery Bundle. From what I saw, a lot of people don't really recommend this. So basically, what you get is 25 games for $16, and they can range from the best of the best to the worst of the worst. So just keep that in mind. This is somewhat like loot boxes, gambling. I don't know. That's the way I see it. Maybe it's not, but just be aware of that. But yeah, that's enough of your time taken today. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. This is typically what I do. I upload one of these videos about every 2 weeks. Once we accumulate some updates, and then try to look into the sales or talk about what games I'm playing. But yeah, hopefully you like this. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out my other videos. I'm always open for feedback as well. That way you can help me grow this channel. And yeah, I'll see you on the next video.